I'm not gonna dingle dang red. I'm not gonna dingle dang red. Dingle dang red. Oops, sorry. Brad and Levine are wonderful Irish wolfhounds. Hey, I'm excited. My name is Heath. I love Melissa and I'm a friend of hers. She's having a hard time. She's gained weight. She's on lithium. It's a drug, and it works for bipolar disorder. She's not doing very well. She just got out of jail. I am joking. She just got out of a kind of in-between halfway house, it's called a Wellness Recovery Center. I know that you said that you have to download it and stop. The point of the story is we're doing okay. I have been in Virginia a lot lately, and I want to tell you guys that I like her. She's really cute, and she's really sweet, and she figured out a way to talk to people online. And she does it online, and she talks to guys who are gamers, kind of, and they're picking up on her, and it's called tags. And the tag for this is We Are Team Germany, all caps. And she's been talking to Daniel Bruhl, who's in the Bourne Ultimatum. He plays Franca Potente's brother, and he looks a lot like a friend of hers. It's really uncanny. She smokes a lot. She's having a hard time. She's gained weight. Her friend Karen helps her out with it. Karen's dead. She has a lot of dead friends. Go for it, all caps, is Jim Morrison. I have a tag cloud, alyssacrowley.com. I just want HTTP. I'm really excited, and I want to be on YouTube some. And I did a lot of videos, and I use them to download information. Like, that's a weird car over there. I have a really weird habit of talking out loud. It's because I channel. I've been in the hospital a lot. This is a year-long anniversary. I got worried about my niece. Her name is disclosed shortly. I don't want to talk about it, but that silly video was important. And now I sound like I'm 90 years old. I am 37. I have an ass. I saw myself in a full-length mirror, and I would show you what I look like, but I won't. I'll show you my foot. Okay, yeah. I'm really pretty. That picture on alyssacrowley.com was taken on my wedding day. You can probably tell I did have a yellow dress, thank God. I had hair and makeup. I'm having a problem. I study Russian. I have a master's in Russian literature. I was having a really tough time, and I went to culinary school as well. I went to the CIA. I did a good job, and I've worked on Fifth Avenue in restaurants. But it's a very tough job to have because you have to take it. And I've been taking it a lot. You have to take it. The chef was pregnant, and she would kick things. And it's just during service, it's unbelievable how violent and brutal these chefs can become. I have not met Tony Bourdain. I'm hotly pursuing him. I put up a really funny post called Prune. Gary Coleman's dead. Whenever I find someone dead, I pick him up and say hi. Corey Haim and I are buddies. He's really cute. He talks to me on the elevator. I'm living in this building over here, right there. It's actually the tallest building in Charlottesville. A lot of cell phone towers on top. It helps to be online. I was out of sync, but there was a computer there, and I posted a bunch, and my front page locked this morning. Meaning before it said edited his entry. It's going to stay that way for 2 weeks. I know that Heath knows Lindsay Lohan, and I got in touch with her. She's in rehab. So I talked to her a bit, and the way I do it is when I talk to dead people. I own the website, alyssacrowley.com. And I also own the website, bipolarheadboards.com. And it's an idea I have to have, like, speakers on the headboard so you can play your iTunes. And you'd have, like, really cool, like, mystical swastikas or something if you're a hottie. I know, like, these Germans trying to own themselves. They're actually Hindu and beautiful. It used to be, not anymore. And you could have, like, a compass in there and drag your brain. Put, like, metal rods in there. That's just an aside. Anyway, I have not bought it. amanuensis.com. It means when you write for someone else. So I write for dead people. And the way we're doing it is we'll do a category called River Says, hyphen. Not hyphen, colon. River Says. And Jim Says as in Jim Morrison. This is Jim. I'm a friend of hers. I am really capable of talking. I made the mistake today of talking out loud. I am teasing. During the 60s, I had friends, and we knew about stuff going on, and someone had just died, and we'd say, something's wrong. And we'd have a girl there, and she'd say, something's wrong. I'm talking to him, and we would allow this. And I would be on the road with a band, and I would say, what's going on? And I would call, and I'd say, this is Jim Morrison. What can I do? I'll do anything. I'll lie and say I met him 5 times. Exactly. And so we have a lot of people from the 60s who are waking up who said, well, wait. It's really important. Hi, I'm a friend of Jim's. I love you. I've been hanging out for 2 weeks. I have been spending most of my time for the past year with Jim Morrison and River Phoenix. River Phoenix is amazing. I'm trying to talk to his family. I put up a post. I don't remember what it's called, Lollipop. And I put up another one for him to talk to his family. Liberty, Rain, Leaf, and Freedom, Freedom. Yeah, Summer, Rainbow, I know. You guys are cute. River says, I have no problem with what's going on. I had a band called Alex's Attic. I'm really excited, and I want to say we're here in Charlottesville, and this is Court Square, and that's a much better thing to look at. We are really excited. We don't want to make this too long, but we have a lot to do. So we'll finish downloading right now, and we can keep talking and post it on YouTube. It is MrAlyssaCrowley.com, which you'll know that because you'll go there. I have tags. I've been talking to Danielle and Franca. I actually did a police report and got Franca's name through. I have kittens. We have a lot of people out there. I'm going to take them into the SPCA. If you like cats, they're not doing very well. They might have to be outside cats, outside, inside. They can ask to go out. They're supposed to be outside cats. It's a long story. Basically, I'll tell it. I know this is all over the place. We want it to be. Basically, this is Tree. This is a good buddy of ours. He's really sweet. He told me he remembers when they were fairy. This is all over the place. I'm sorry. Axel Rose says this is all over the place because it's hot. We are really hot and really excited. I adopted a cat at PetSmart in Richmond. It's not PetSmart literally. It's a shelter within PetSmart. And it's supposed to be a boy, and his name was Julius. Then I broke up with my husband and had no place for my two cats, Biddy and Julius. And there's also Delilah who's staying with him. And we're a little bit worried about her. And we can work on that later. By the way, my Facebook account is Mel Parrish. That's my real name. Mel Parrish. That's my married name, and I'm keeping it. I used to be Melissa McAllister Parrish. That's my full name, my maiden name. Melissa McAllister. My father's name is Chip McAllister, and he killed himself when I was 7 or 8. I can't remember. So anyway, it turned out this was a girl, and she was never supposed to go outside. And, excuse me, I burped. And she's never supposed to go outside, 7 Diet Coke. And she did. And she got knocked up, and she had 6 kittens, and 3 died. And that was uncomfortable because I live here. And we're going to bury her under the tree. I wish I had a shovel. And 2 died immediately. 1 died immediately, one of the first 2. And then 1 died the next day. And my friend Adrienne Shelley would love to talk to people. She wrote, directed, and starred in the movie Waitress and was murdered. So I have a lot of friends, and some of them are murder victims like Gianni Versace. Thank you. And Donatella knows, at least as far as I can tell. And she doesn't, she'll know soon. This is Gianni. The problem is that 3 of these kittens died. And one of them was like 3 weeks old, and we disposed of her in a dumpster, and that was hard. You can't, and it's scary for someone who's bipolar when the building knows, and the building knows, and that's what that first one's about. They all know and judge me. And I found this weird little, I splashed it in front of her. I found like a rubber band with like 2 little chains on it, like this is your collar. And I've been really worried about my knees. So the point of the story is they are not with me right now, nor is my Maine Coon, Biddy. His name is Biddy Ledger. He asked me to give him his last name. And I wish that she could take my last name to get her better. I had the name Parrish, and I hate this because I love her, and I really want to be with her. And that's the point of the story, and it's all over the site, so relax. I want to be with her. She's amazing. And I've known about her for about 5 months, and that's what I want because she's cool, and she drives me nuts, and I'm really excited. And the point of the story is that these 3 kittens need to go back, and they got to go to the SPCA. And Sally Carr started the SPCA, and I know her, C-A-R-R. And we would really like it if people would get interested. Their names are Bodie, Stoli, and John. And they're really sweet, and they're hissing. They're caring for creatures in Stony Point in Virginia, and they're hissing, and they're scared, and they do pee inside, and so they probably can figure out how to be someone who says, I don't care, like a phoenix. I know who says, I don't give 2 shits. You know, they're really stressed out, and it's a tough building, and they've been with someone who's really emotional and who is an animal communicator. And it's Bodhi, B-O-D-D-H-I, and I have talked, I think, to Bodhi Miller, and if I haven't, I will soon. So anyway, Bodhi is from New Hampshire, and I have an aunt named Connell who is from Vermont, and I understand what people like Bodhi are, and he's named Bodhi, after Bodhi, but not B-O-D-E, B-O-D-D-H-I. And John is J-O-H-N. I tease my brother, named him after my brother. He looks like a naval officer with a little mustache. And yes, and we can name him John Potemkin, the Battle of Potemkin, the Steamboat Potemkin, and we're going to upload this.